Hello all, welcome to Global Offensive Hacker Associate community and welcome to another hacking episode of Hacker Associate. In this video, we are going to focus on Windows exploitation and Windows privilege escalation. I am going to focus on the machine name Optimum, which is from Hack the Box, and the IP address of the machine is 10.10.10.8, and I am going to give you few tricks in order to exploit this particular machine. This is one of the best machine. You will learn a lot right now when we start this machine, and I'm going to show you all the method whatever we require in order to escalate the privilege. And if you want more update related to the real-time pen testing, you can simple follow this page named Hacker Associate. I am Harshad, founder and CEO of Hacker Associate. Let's begin. So I'm going to the Kali machine, and the IP address I mentioned to you is 10.10.10.8, and my IP address, if you want, this is my IP address, which is 10.10.14.2. Now first, what we have to do is we have to perform a recon. So in my case, I have already done. We can use the command call as nmap and then -v -a, and that particular IP address you can just simple type it, and then you will see the ports, and the service is running. In my case, you can see port 80 is open. So whenever you see port 80, it means we have to go to the browser. So simple, I'm going to the browser and checking what exactly is available on this port 80, and then we'll check for the exploitation part. So example, if I go here 10 10 10 and 8, this is IP address of the machine, enter. So now if you try to understand from this page, by the way, we have a search parameter, we can perform a payload here, we can inject here, and then we can just check it, like we are able to get a reverse connection or not. This part we can easily achieve using a PowerShell. Second part, like which we can see from here, there is something written there called HTTP file server 2.3. Let me copy this part, right click, copy, and check here. So just type search exploit, and then we can press it this thing, and here you can see no result. So what I can do is I can simple remove everything, and I'll just short this string just like this. For HTTP I'll type H, for file server type F, and then server I type S, and then you can see now I'm able to see some information regarding to this version HTTP file server 2.3. So when I check it out here, and you can see these are our exact version which we are looking for, remote code execution. If you need a web link, what you can do is you can simple search this command. You can simple just type like man and search exploit. You will see lot of details about here. You can see for X, we can read the exploit. For W, for the web links, many things are available here, right? This is the meaning. So what I can do is I can simple quit from here, and I'll just show you like how we can search further. So search exploit and -w, and then HFS, enter. So here you go, you are able to see some stuff related here. This is the word exploit 39161. So this web link is enabled now. You can simple right click, open the link, and you can download this payload. In my case, it's already available. So let me show you where it is available. So here is the new tab. So when I go to the my document folder, ls, here is the payload. So before jumping into this exploitation part, understand the payload first. So how we can understand this payload? So you can open using a Sublime or any editor which you want, like Vim editor, Nano editor, Leafpad, Pluma, any editor, you simple open it and try to read the payload. So for example, if you read from the top, you can see the Python, and after that, when you go down, it is CVE, and they're tested on Windows Server 2008, Windows 8, and Windows 7. Further, if you go down, you can see Python, and then the exploit name, and then target IP address, target port. But in order to run this payload, we have to start web server hosting netcat. So this is the trick here. Just understand the payload, and if you go down little bit here, there is a IP address which is 10.10.14.2, and then port number which I used. When you can change it if you want, and you can try to decode if you want. It's URL encoding is there somewhere. You can easily check what's the meaning of this particular code. And here if you can just simple go a little bit inside, you can see nc.exe, this one. And when you go further, just try to understand the meaning of this code using the URL decoding part. You can easily decode it, and you can check what exactly is written there and how your payload is working. So it means like we have to host nc first, and then after that you can see clearly it is sending okay like the command cmd.exe to that IP address and to the particular local port. Means whatever the port okay which we have mentioned here, which is this. Okay, this is the meaning of this particular payload. Now how we can start attacking on this? Very simple. First, what you can do is you can host nc. So you can simply just have locate nc.exe, just like that. You can copy that nc.exe to the particular folder which is here. So in my case, is already available. So you can see this is my nc. Now I'm going to start the Python server as per recommendation. And after that, when I go to open a new tab, and here you go. Now we have a payload. So I can simply run my payload Python, and then payload name is 391. And this is the IP and this is the port. It means target IP and the target port. After that, okay, I have to start my netcat which is running on 4444. Okay, so I started. It means now it is running as per the payload. Now simple press enter, and if everything okay, you will get the shell. Fantastic, you got the shell now. Now first part, okay, what we have to do is now okay we have to escalate the privilege. So there are various method okay you can use it. As I mentioned to you, okay, this machine okay like we can route it okay from different okay like approaches. So first I'm going to focus on this part. Okay, like first you can simply just type system info, press enter. Now you can clearly see okay here we have a lot of information here, right? This is a lot of informations we are able to get it, and this is called hotfix information. And if you go to the top, understand this is a Windows Server version 12, and this is the standalone server. Okay, this is also on a Windows user, and the system type you can clearly see this is called 64 based PC. This is 64 based PC, okay, which is Windows system type. And the processor, one processor installed, and the system directory we have a 32. This is Windows directory system 32. This is information we got it here. Okay, like one way is okay you can simple copy this complete information, this one to here. Okay, you can copy this information and just create a new file name is called sysinfo.txt, and then okay you can use a tool called as a Windows suggester. So example, if you can go to the Google Windows expert suggester. Okay, so when you simple okay just click here, okay you will get okay this link, you can download it. But this okay I'm facing a issue okay in this system, okay, Kali 2020. I'm not able to okay like compare it properly, I'm getting error. So what I can do is I can now search for the other thing. Okay, so I'm using a Sherlock script right now. Okay, I'm here. Okay, I am going to use Sherlock script, how we can use it. So what you can do is okay like I'm going to show you, I'm going to my OPT directory where I have all other payloads are available. So let me check where is my Sherlock script, payload attacks and ls. This is Sherlock. Okay, what I can do is I can simply go to that script, cd Sherlock ls, and this is the script. Okay, let me show you okay, what exactly is there okay in this script, sherlock.ps1, and here you go. So when you check okay this script, okay like there are many things. Okay, you can see these are the exploits are available, right? You will going to check automatically ms10, ms13, ms14, ms15, ms16, just like that. And when you go a little bit downside, you will see find this, and these are all functions are available. There are many functions you can see clearly, function 1, function 2, and then we have function 3, and so on. So what I can do is the okay, like if you know little bit Linux properly, you can simple search it using a grep minus I and then script name. So in my case the script name is Sherlock, enter. Now you can see clearly, okay, I'm able to see all the functions related to these scripts here. Now what I want to understand about this function, find all vulnerability. Now you can simple add this particular part where it is here, right? This part okay you can add okay in this script. How we can add it? Again you can use a liftpad or cat or vim. So I'm going to use a nano. Okay, Sherlock. Okay, go completely downside. Complete down you can go, and here you can write the script. Okay, like the function whatever you want to use it. Okay, in my case I have already done. So what I can do is I can simply quit from here. I can go here. Okay, I'll show you ls. This is Sherlock. I just rename it. This is a script by the way. So I'll show you cat, and then this is script name. you can see I have written there called find all vulnerability. As I mentioned to you, right, this is the function. Now what I have to do is I have to copy this particular file. We can say shell, the file name is, I think, let me check, it is called shar.ps1. This file I want to download, okay, in the Windows system. So how we can download it? This is another challenge, okay, we are facing now. So how we can do that? So we can take a help of PowerShell. Okay, so I will guide you right now, okay, like how we can download the file. Okay, so this is a file, okay, I want to download. So let me close this part. The file is available here. This share.ps1, how we can download this one. So I'm just checking on this. So we can take a help of PowerShell. Let me try. So I think the web server is already running, okay, in this case. Okay, this is a web server and I will try to use PowerShell. So here you go. Okay, so this is script, okay, but I'm using is called as share.ps1. Okay, as I mentioned to you, we have to use find all function all, and you can simple type this command when you go to the Windows system. Let me show you. Okay, you can see this particular like vulnerability, I got it here. So this is a command I'm using, PowerShell -c IEX, and then okay, I'm downloading this file. You can see clearly share.ps1. Once I okay like hit enter, I'm able to see all this particular vulnerability. This is the first way, okay, we can use it, okay, for privilege escalation. So right now, if you can check it out, this is called APR vulnerable, and here okay is APR vulnerable. So just read it, okay, the payload meaning is called MS16034, the MS16032. This is called secondary logon handle. Okay, now we have to exploit this one. It means this vulnerability we have identified. Now we have to perform privilege escalation. So this is a vulnerability. What I can do is, okay, like I can simple go and simple, okay, type search exploit MS16032. So MS16032, let me try. No result. MS16, let me try. Many result. So many information related to this. So we are looking for MS16032. This is 62. Let me zoom for you. Or we can directly go to the Google, okay, and search it directly for faster. Simple, go to the Google and just search for MS16032. So MS16032 exploit DB. So when you press enter, and you will see there are many vulnerability came, okay, and here, okay, what we have to do is we have to escalate the privilege. Here, okay, secondary logon standard handles missing sanitization privilege escalation. Okay, we can simply open this one and then you can check it out how it look like. And one more thing, okay, you can do, you can simply open a new terminal and you can simply just type msf console, press enter. Okay, this we are doing a privilege escalation right now. Okay, so I'm okay searching for MS16032. Same thing, if you know a little bit PowerShell, okay, you can also okay like exploit it, okay, this machine. So right now I'm going to show you a very easy method, okay, like after this, if you get this kind of stuff, it's called Rigito. So when you simple search for Rigito, you can simple just type wiki use 0, and right now it is done. Show option, and we have okay like the remote host set our host. I'm going to set okay like remote IP address, which is called set 10.10.10.8. Press enter and let me check the other options, which is here. If you can check, it is set, and now we have to set for local host. So set local host, which is 10.10.14.2, local port 4444. So simple, you can simple run exploit -j -z. Press enter. So when you check it out here, okay, you got MeterBiter now. Okay, so the first way I showed you, okay, using okay like the Python payload, okay, and the second method I show you, okay, using a Metasploit, because now okay I want to escalate the privilege. Okay, like for example, if you do manual testing, okay, it will take a longer time, So I'm going to show okay like some other method okay in order to escalate the privilege of the Windows machine, and give you okay like some tips here okay like so how to check for the escalation part. So now it is done. So you can simply just type sessions minus I space. Before this we have to check for the sessions. Right now okay, you can see I have a two session 1 and 2, and this one is called x86 and second is x64. So I'm going to check for okay like this second one, sessions minus I space 2, enter. Just type system info information, press enter. Sysinfo, okay, this is a command. Sysinfo is a command, and here is the machine name, and here you can see it's called architecture is x64 bit. And when you check for the process minus AUX, for meter bit also x64 bit, okay, Windows. So process minus AUX. So here okay, you can check what are the processor available. So in my case, if we can check, it is 64, okay, this is the NC is okay available now, okay, under this directory, because just now we have done okay previously, right? So we are able to see this thing, and these are fine by the way. So you can put okay everything in background. So now I'm going to okay like check for the privilege escalation. So example, if you simple just type here shell command, okay, and just type okay like dir, and you're able to see lot of directories. Okay, we are here now. Simple just type cd, then you can simply just type c users dir, and here okay we'll get the administrator, cd administrator. So it is denied. Just type termination exit, control C. Now I'm putting this process in background, okay, so let me just type background. Now what I can do is I can search for I can search for exploit slash Windows, and I'm searching for the local exploit. When you press enter, there are many by the ways, and I'm going to search for MS16032. So I just type MS16, press enter, and here okay we require. So when okay we use Sherlock script, we identify this is the payload, okay, Windows local MS16032. How we check this thing? So when you go to the section where we got the shell, here is the vulnerability which you are looking for, MS16032. When I go here, and this is a part, so we have to simply use 6, and then it is done. When this part is done, okay, just check for the options. So set session, so in our case session is 2, okay, and then we have to set okay our lhost, which is 10.10.14.2, and then set lport. There is no need to set this one, by default is 4444. Simple just type okay like exploit. So when everything is done, okay, you will see okay like meter bitter, and then okay we'll go for the root flag. That's how okay you can approach okay like this machine. And if you can check the Sherlock script, by the way, if I will want to show you okay in my case my directory, let me go and go to /opt and payload attack ls cd Sherlock ls here, okay. So when you open it this part, okay, this function we have used, okay, name is called find all. So there are many functions, this function we have used and identify the vulnerability. This is the first thing. Second, okay, you can check with the Nishang, cd Nishang, and then ls. So here okay we have many things, by the way. You can see there is a many scripts are available okay in order to get the reverse connection. So under the shell, okay, you will get the script cd shells ls, and here, okay, there are many shells are available. Another, if I want to go back and I want to show you the PowerShell Empire. Okay, this also you can use it, okay, for attacking. And here you go. So here you can see we got meterpreter here, and then when simple just type shell command. So simple just type dir. There are many things, by the way. I have to go to the desktop, by the way. So cd, we will go to the desktop users, okay, and then dir cd, we will go to the administrator ministrator, and then now we are able to go, okay, and then here you go. So desktop document, so simple, okay, you can just type who am I first. So right now I'm the NT authority system, and then cd desktop dir, and here we can see the root flag. So simple just type root.txt. This is a root flag. This how, okay, we can approach the machine. So what we learned, okay, in this machine is, okay, like first method what we did is, okay, using the Python payload like 39161 payload we have used, and we got the reverse connection. Further, using a Sherlock script, okay, like I have enumerated, okay, like the other vulnerability, and then I search, okay, in the MATLAB spread, I got the vulnerability, and then I have explored, okay, this machine. Okay, that is how, okay, we can root the machine. I hope this video is informative for you. Thank you for watching the video. Have a great day ahead.